What's up, Habibis? And I'm bringing you guys another 5 things you did not know about zombies. And the way I did this video is I saved the best for last. So all the really good, interesting facts are at the end. And also you kind of have to have some experience with a bunch of the maps in Call of Duty Zombies to understand a bunch of the facts in this one. But anyway, let's just get right into it. Number 1, if you pick up the Barrett on farm and you look into the reflection of the sniper lens, you could see like a more undestructed, happy morning version of the farm. Now, I really want you guys to look at that. Look at the lens real quick. I want you guys to focus. You can see like a little barn house. The sky is actually like blue, and it's the farm. It's a reflection of the farm, but it's more happy and stuff like that, right? So why? All right. Well, as you guys, first things first, I show like a slowed down version right here of me zooming in, but the reason you could see like a more happy version and a more like nice version of the farm is because Misty, the character, used to live here on this farm, and she's reminiscent of the times when it used to be happy and unexploded and undestroyed like it is now. And if as further proof, I went on other maps of the Barrett, like town right here, and you cannot see a happy morning reflection of town through the sniper scope. It's just like the regular town right here. So it only works with farm because Misty used to live on the farm, and she's reminiscent of the days that she used to live there, and it wasn't exploded and stuff like that after the events of Moon. Number 2. Now, in Verrückt, if you go next to the speed cola machine, there are numbers written in blood which read out in order 193, 824, 06, 921. Now, what this is referring to is the Tunguska Event, which is also shown off in Shinonuma. As you guys can see right there in Shinonuma, he went across the bridge, and the word Tunguska is hidden right there. Now, what the heck is Tunguska?
Tunguska, July 30th, 1908. In a remote area of Siberia, the morning calm was rocked by an explosion. The powerful blast was heard 1,000 miles away.
There was an enormous firewall blast, something on the order of 15 megatons of equivalent energy, which is roughly 1,000 times that of the Hiroshima blast at the end of the Second World War.
Yep, so you guys heard him. So basically, Tunguska is the real-life Element 115 from Zombies, right? Tunguska is a real thing. It was a huge explosion that happened in Siberia, Russia, which was the largest explosion on the history of the Earth. Now, guys, let's think. Have we ever gotten a zombie map in Siberia, Russia? Yes, we have. Call of the Dead is in Siberia, Russia, just in case you didn't know. So basically, Call of the Dead is Tunguska. Now, they've been hinting this ever since they showed it off in Verrückt. They showed it off in Shinonuma. So they told us about Call of the Dead years ago, a.k.a. Tunguska, because Call of the Dead is Tunguska. So they've been kind of hinting it back in World at War, even though it's a Black Ops 1 map. So they've been hinting it about a year ago. So that's pretty crazy, and I really like how they kind of secretly put that in there. Now, guys, the Tunguska event in Zombies isn't that simple. I have to make a whole nother video going in depth and discussing like a whole theory about Tunguska, but that's for a different video. Number 3. Now, some people may know this, but the average zombie player, maybe, they may not. So I decided to put it in here, but this one is about the connection between Mob of the Dead and Moon. Now, if you spawn in Mob of the Dead and you're in the afterlife mode and you do not move, and you wait until your afterlife runs out, you die, and you could hear the Moon theme song as the camera pans out into the sky, which usually is not what happens whenever you die in Mob of the Dead. Now take a listen to the Moon theme song. It is the same exact song. Number 4. Alright, guys, now this right here is a zombies periodic table, which obviously isn't complete, and that makes sense because, as you guys can see in the top right, it says this was made in 1917, and in real life, the periodic table wasn't complete back in 1917. So yeah, zombies, obviously, it's like science fiction and stuff like that, but it has a lot to do with real-world events and like World War I and stuff like that, right? But anyways, so this periodic table is based off of a real periodic table right here, which is this white one right here. Now, the difference between this white one and the zombies periodic table is that the white one has 79 elements, but the zombies periodic table has 80 elements. Now, the difference is that the zombies periodic table has element 115 if you look here at the bottom on group 5. Now, there's something weird about this element 115 right here. This is not the normal regular 115 we've been dealing with zombies. If you guys didn't know, element 115 isn't the name for element 115. The 115 part is just the atomic number for the actual element. The actual name of element 115 is unimpidium, element UUP. Now the one on the zombies periodic table is 115 DV, not UUP. So it's a different type of element 115. So yes, guys, there is two types of element 115. Now, element 115 UUP is the normal type of 115 that we're used to. It's like what powers the ray gun. It's the normal 115 that everybody's been knowing, right? But the DV is like the old type. It's like the old version of element 115. So back in 1908, whenever the Tunguska meteorite came down in Siberia, Russia, that is the meteorite that had element 115 DV, the old version. But then in 2004, the new element 115, the element 115 UUP, was discovered in 2004. So that is now the normal version of element 115 that we use today. Number 5. Alright guys, in Glocke, there is a piece of paper that says Die Glocke and Tunguska. Now, we know what Tunguska is, right? But what the fudge is Die Glocke? Alright, according to my resources right here, it's Hitler's time machine, Die Glocke, the Nazi bell. Die Glocke is a German word that directly translates to the bell. Now, the first things that pop up whenever I type in Die Glocke into Google is a bunch of bell-looking things, right? Now, another website here confirms that it is, whenever it says Die Glocke, it's referring to a time machine, as you guys can see right here, right? Now Die Glocke was a real-life Nazi plan to invent time travel and anti-gravity type things. Now, this is a reason that in real life there are many conspiracy theories that Hitler actually went to future and met aliens. This is a real-life conspiracy, and yeah, some people actually think that because of the Die Glocke project. But as we said, guys, Die Glocke is basically the Nazi plan for time machines. And as you guys can see right here, here's a picture on the right of the Tunguska time machine. And on the left are pictures straight from Google of Die Glocke. So basically, back in C.O.D, they were hinting to us that there's going to be time traveler teleporters for the first time in zombies in Tunguska. They told us this before the map even came out, but nobody really realized it. Alright guys, so I really hope y'all enjoyed that 5 things you did not know about zombies. Right after this one, I actually have another 5 things you did not know about zombies coming. And I already have 3 of the 5 facts. You know, I already have them down and stuff like that. I just need to do a little bit more research and stuff like that. But what I really want to talk about right now is my new zombie series that I'm going to be doing called Zombie Theories. It's where I'm not going to be talking about like 5 different topics. I'm going to be focusing on one topic, but I'm going to really dive in and ask y'all some questions if there's like gaps to my understanding in like the theory or in, you know, whatever the topic is. So one of them, probably the first zombie theory video that I'm going to make is about Tunguska. I want to make one about Die Glocke. I really want to go into those 2 subjects, and then about Peter McCain, which is the mysterious hanging man in C.O.D that has a missing arm. So those are probably going to be my 3 first, you know, zombie theory videos. But guys, just do me one favor. Please share this video. Please like the video, and I really like it when people comment on what they thought of the video. So please share it and like it. If we get 15 likes on this video, I will drop the next 5 things you did not know about zombies. So anyway, guys, I hope y'all enjoyed this video, and I'll catch y'all on the next one. Peace! The support is, if you look at this gun right here, this is a pack-a-punch gun on Mob of the Dead, and you can see Illuminati signs all over it. I mean, just look at that on the bottom right hand corner right there. You got it all over the side of the gun and stuff like that. That's something